Think about keeping your home warmer this winter with high-performance, energy-saving windows from WindowWorks. Windows that look fantastic and they tilt in for easy cleaning. And right now, during our giant window sale, buy 2 windows, save $200. Buy 4, save $500. Buy 6 and save $1,000. Ask about 12 months, same as cash, plus the bonus, a $200 Visa gift card with purchase and a free $50 Restaurant.com gift card with your in-home estimate.
Make tomorrow awesome with Xfinity Internet from Comcast. Call 1-800-800-4066 today. And surf, stream, and download with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months. Xfinity gives your whole family consistently reliable speeds. Plus, stay safe with Constant Guard, the most comprehensive online protection suite of any internet provider, included at no extra cost. Call 1-800-800-4066 today and get speed, security, and savings from Xfinity for an amazing value. Ask how to get in-home Wi-Fi from Xfinity that's 12 times faster than UVerse. Or get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months. It's all backed by our 30-day money-back Comcast customer guarantee, so it's risk-free. Tomorrow could be awesome if you call today. Call 1-800-800-4066. That's 1-800-800-4066. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Real-time closed captioning on CBS 2 is sponsored by Luna.
Right now at Luna, get an incredible 70% off carpet, hardwood, and laminate flooring. 773-202 Luna.
Right now at 6:30 with 190-mile-per-hour winds, it tore through Washington, destroying nearly everything in its path. Now, 1 year later, the mayor joins us live to talk about the vast changes made in only 365 days.
You may want to hit that snooze button at least one more time. Temperatures barely in the teens this morning, and it's only going to get colder. Hit it a couple more times. It's Monday. Snooze, snooze, snooze. Good morning, everybody. I'm Chris Gutierrez.
And good morning. I'm Erin Kennedy. This is when your spouse hates you because you have to get up early and you just keep hitting it and waking them up each time.
I snoozed until 10 minutes after I had to get up and then said, oh, snoozed one too many times. By then, it was too late. It's 2 below at Aurora. It is the feels-like temperature, by the way. I don't want to scare you too much. It's 1 below at O'Hare, 3 degrees for Midway, and it feels like 6 below in DeKalb. The actual temperatures are none too impressive. It is just 8 in DeKalb, 10 for McHenry, Aurora, and Waukegan, and 15 degrees at Midway. Satellite and radar showing dry conditions. We do not anticipate seeing much today in the way of snowfall, but we will see some snow showers. I don't think it's going to accumulate. We're looking at just a really wintry day out there, Derek.
All right, well, if you're still lying in bed considering hitting that snooze button, I would say don't do it. Expressways and tollways are getting busy. We definitely have delays, big time delays as we go outbound on the Kennedy, and we'll take a look at that in a second here. We'll start this trip right at North Avenue. At North Avenue, we hit speeds of 12 miles an hour, so not a good drive. And as we go outbound, it is a slow trip running into the earlier accident that looks like it's been cleared, but you can see there's still plenty of delays in speeds of 11 and 15 miles an hour as we get closer to Cumberland. Tight driving conditions for us on I-55 at 355 as well. We did have an earlier accident on the ramp. Now we just have slow-moving traffic. Aaron and Chris.
Derek, thank you. 10:53 a.m., November 17, 2014. While many of you were watching the Bears take on the Baltimore Ravens at Soldier Field, a tornado carved a path of destruction through Illinois.
It was on the ground for 48 minutes, churning across 48 miles. The twister tore apart thousands of homes and businesses. Then when it got to Washington, sustained winds were hovering right around 190 miles per hour. 3 people died. CBS 2's Susanna Song is live in Washington this morning to check out the rebuilding. And you found one man, Susanna, who many are calling a walking miracle.
We are at the Washington Library. We are browsing through all of these items that were lost in the tornado. They were misplaced, and they have yet to be claimed by their owners. You can see just around me wedding dresses, there are photo albums, dolls, even a Girl Scout vest. You know, last week I met a man, a 55-year-old man named Roger Giles. He lost his home, everything inside that home, and nearly his own life.
This is Roger. Can I help you?
The man behind the counter at the auto shop in Washington
Let me do that for you.
speaks softly, but each word speaks volumes.
What you have in life can just be gone in seconds.
Literally wiped out.
I went through a tornado and lived to tell about it.
Roger Giles brings us to his house. He's rebuilding, starting fresh, but the memories here haunt him to this day.
This window right here, yeah.
And you could see the dark clouds. You could see homes being destroyed.
Yeah, you can see all the debris coming right at you. Well, God, I'm gonna either live or die right here. And you drop down to the floor and you see all this, this part of the building just disintegrate and come right at you.
A neighbor found Giles here, unconscious, covered in debris, at least a football field away from his home.
A neighbor next door hit a tree, killed instantly. Giles spent 1 month in the hospital, another 5 months in physical therapy.
A hole in my head, there was a big chunk out of my ear, my shoulder was broke, my ribs were broke, had a hole in my lung, sleeping in the same house again. Okay, it might be tough, but it'd be okay.
He also wants to get through the day that marks 1 year of his near death.
It's going to be a little bit tough, but I'm pretty tough myself.
He'll be back at the shop, caring for his customers.
I've got back this far, I can get through one day.
And joining me now is the mayor of Washington, Gary Manier. We're listening to Roger Giles talk about how hard today will be. How difficult has it been for you, even waking up this morning at 11 o'clock, 10:53 is when people will be remembering the 1 year?
Right. It's, you reflect back, and obviously with all the pictures that the media has brought forward from a year ago, it's pretty gut-wrenching all over again. You remember exactly where you were and what you were doing when the tornado entered our city. And those who lost everything, I can't imagine what today's going to be.
But driving through the neighborhoods, I cannot believe homes are standing. You don't even recognize it from a year ago.
It's encouraging, when you look at the 1108 that were affected or destroyed, then you're also looking at 800 building permits, 160-some families have moved back home, and I do mean home. And everybody else wants to get to that point, and I'm excited every day when somebody moves back in.
Emotionally, when you talk to residents, are they still dealing with a lot?
When you struggle with insurance companies, and then obviously you have to work with contractors and things, it's a long process, and it's not over, especially for some of them that have not completed that process, and it's got to be emotionally draining, and hopefully when they get back in, they can actually sit down and relax and enjoy their home.
Last year you kept boasting Washington strong. What does that mean to you today?
Well, actually, I think we've proven that, the fabric of this community and the faith-based resilience that we've shown here is just remarkable. But after I get through today, I think we're going to celebrate 1 year recovery tomorrow, and we'll be Washington stronger.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much, Mayor Gary Manier. Washington stronger, and that's what a lot of people are saying today.
Absolutely.
Aaron, back to you.
That community has come so far in just 12 months' time.
So good to see. It
Absolutely.
really helps when everybody can see the kind of closure that they've at least gotten 1 year later.
Right. Thank you, Susanna. In just a few hours, Governor Pat Quinn will visit with victims of some of the hardest hit communities there. Here's the governor actually walking through the wreckage just days after that tornado hit Washington. Later this morning, Governor Quinn will attend a memorial service. This afternoon, he will be at Brookport City Hall, where he will help families dedicate a new memorial to mark that tragic day.
Jane Byrne took on the Democratic machine and won, becoming Chicago's first and only female mayor.
And today, Chicago says goodbye. CBS 2's Mike Puccinelli is live outside St. Vincent's in Lincoln Park, where her visitation and funeral will be held. Mike, good morning.
Her nieces and nephews will be doing the readings today, and her only daughter, Kathy Byrne, will deliver the eulogy. Of course, her mom, Mayor Jane Byrne, came to power back in 1979, defeating Mayor Michael Bilandic, but she lost her re-election bid in 1983 to Harold Washington. After that, she was rarely seen in the public eye, but she did appear back in August of this year for the final time when the Circle Interchange was renamed in her honor. And the honors will continue today, before and after her funeral mass at St. Vincent de Paul Church here in Lincoln Park. First, there will be a procession past her childhood home. Then from 9 to 11, there will be a 2-hour visitation at St. Vincent's. That will be followed by her funeral mass. Afterwards, the procession will pass City Hall and then her home on the Mag Mile before proceeding to the cemetery for her burial. That at Calvary Cemetery in Evanston. Now, that's a very special place for the family. The mayor's parents, great-grandparents, and late husband are all interred at Calvary. Also, the school here at St. Vincent's, a very special place as well. Her mom attended classes here. Reporting live in Lincoln Park, Mike Puccinelli, CBS 2 News. Chris and Aaron.
Okay, thank you, Mike.
A knock on the door at Holy Name Cathedral will signal the start of the installation for Archbishop Blase Supich. The rite of reception will take place tonight at 7. Once inside, the new Archbishop will be greeted by Cardinal Francis George, auxiliary bishops, and other religious leaders. Cardinal George celebrated his last Mass on Sunday. He thanked parishioners at Holy Name Cathedral and reflected on his time in office. Archbishop Blase Supich will be installed tomorrow, and you can watch that ceremony live right here on CBS 2 starting at 2.
6:38 now on your Monday morning. Traffic and weather together. Here's Megan.
Hey there, guys. It's cold out there. It is 18 for the temperature at Gary, and that's one of our warmer locations. It's just 10 in Aurora. Aurora will top out today in the 20s, but just barely. I think we'll spend a good majority of our day in the teens. A lot of sunshine to start, but a few clouds and then even a few flurries potentially. Look at this, though. Look at all these lake effect snow warnings and winter weather advisories across parts of upstate New York. That goes for all the Great Lakes, which are likely to see very heavy snowfall along the eastern shores of the Great Lakes. So just very near to us, but not over us. It's really anywhere from South Bend stretching up to Grand Rapids. They could see feet of snow by the end of the weekend, but for us, we should be relatively dry today. A few little snow showers out there. We'll talk about how cold it gets, though, tonight, coming up in just a bit.
All right, well, we've got more accidents to talk about here on our roads. Our drive is becoming a lot more tricky for us as we hit these expressways and tollways. So 8094 looks good for us. At Calumet Avenue, no problems to report there. 65 still looks good, but on the Illinois side, this is where we have our problems. One accident we'll focus on here going in is at 47th Street and Cicero, but you can see in the background here, we also have delays as we go inbound from Harlem on the Stevenson. That trip will take us about 30 minutes between the Tri-State and Lakeshore Drive, and we're going to look at this. Brake lights after brake lights here on the Tri-State at 290. Wow, really tough driving conditions for us northbound there especially. So tough drive there. We also have an accident on the northbound Tri-State there as well. Back to you guys.
Derek, thank you. Higher education paying off, and not just for students. How the city is cashing in on their tuition.
And what a difference a year makes. We're taking a look back at the parts of Illinois hit hardest by tornadoes and how far the communities have come 1 year later.
The CBS 2 Mobile Weather Lab, powered by BMW's xDrive. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Right now, receive a holiday credit of up to $3,500 at the BMW Happier Holiday event.
Light up your home with Patriot Lighting. The Warren collection features a rubbed antique bronze finish with tea-stained glass. This semi-flush ceiling pendant light is $38. The 5-light chandelier is $74. Get the best brands, best quality, and best price on a great selection of paint from Menards. Dutch Boy DuraClean Interior Paint has a self-priming formula for a beautiful look that stays clean. Save $4 on a gallon. That's $20 on 5-gallon pails.
Save big money at Menards.
We've had a great response. Homeowners all throughout the Chicagoland area calling Window Works now to take advantage of our giant window sale, back by popular demand, but it's not going to last for a very long time. Think about those icy cold winter drafts. If you've got old leaky windows, you'll be feeling it every single time the wind blows. But with our professionally installed, custom fitted windows, you can reduce air infiltration so your home stays warm and cozy. Styles like bay, bow, double hung, slider, and so much more. Energy Star windows you're going to love in your home. Last chance during this program to call during our giant window sale. Buy 2 windows, save $200. Buy 4, save $500. Buy 6 and save $1,000. Ask about 12 months, same as cash. Senior and military discounts, plus the bonus, a $200 Visa gift card with purchase. And don't forget about the free $50 Restaurant.com gift card with your in-home estimate. Last chance to call for these special savings. 1-800-353-1769.
Where's Paul when I want to hug him? He's not around anymore.
Next, E.T.
Sponsored by the new Chrysler 200, America's import. For the first time ever, get 0% financing for 84 months, plus $500 bonus cash on the 2015 Chrysler 200 Limited.
In your Money Watch this morning, General Motors is extending the deadline for people to file claims in connection with the crashes caused by faulty ignition switches. The new deadline is now January 31st.
Despite the recent Great Recession, higher education schools in the city seem to be boosting the economy. A report by Chicago Loop Alliance finds 22 colleges and universities in the Loop and South Loop contributed $3.2 billion to the economy last year. Student enrollment is up 11% over the last decade.
More good news at the gas pump. Yes, I said good news. AAA says gas prices have dropped for 53 consecutive days. The national average is now $2.88 a gallon for unleaded. That's 32 cents cheaper than this time just last year. In Chicago, prices, of course, a bit higher than the national average at $3.35 a gallon.
The Pope makes plans for an international trip when the pontiff will arrive in the U.S.
And she lost nearly everything when the tornado tore through Washington. Now she's in a new home just in time for the holidays. We'll check in with a woman that I met shortly after that deadly tornado hit Washington.
Weather happens outside, so why stay inside to cover it? The CBS2 Mobile Weather Lab, powered by BMW's xDrive. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Rivers Casino wants you to win big. New members, sign up for a Rush Rewards Players Card and win up to $10,000. Sign up today for guaranteed free slot play and win up to $10,000 in cold, hard cash. Plus, start earning the rewards you deserve, like rooms in Las Vegas, invitations to special events, discounts on dining, and much more. Sign up today and win up to $10,000 only at Rivers Casino.
The bold new Camry. You can get a great deal during Toyotathon. I love the new look. And it's a blast to drive.
Oh, so you've driven it?
Yeah, taking it for a spin.
Toyotathon is on. Get low 1.9% APR financing on the bold new 2015 Camry. Offer ends January 5th. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, Toyota's no-cost maintenance plan.
You want to borrow my driving gloves?
Toyota, let's go places.
It was art that brought us together in the first place. And it's working its magic once again. Here, it means more than lines or pictures on a page. It's a way of life. It's music and color. The more we give in to the magic of this place, the more we'd like to stay. Oaxaca. Live it to believe it.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much for starting your Monday and your week with us. We really appreciate it. And yes, get the winter comforters out if you haven't already.
Break out the parkas, people.
Oh,
Gonna need them.
Yeah, they didn't even get dusty.
No, and you know, also on this date, you remember what happened a year ago today.
Oh, sure.
Which there was such a mild, beautiful day, and then a tornado ransacked the town of Washington and the town of Diamond, very, very near to it. And it was just such a scary, scary scene. And we saw some pictures that were absolutely incredible just 1 year ago today. And after that, Chris, you will remember how cold it got.
Oh.
Do you not remember that?
Downright cold,
Yeah.
Megan.
Chris and I jumped in the car, went as fast as we can, and Chris here forgot some gloves.
Sans gloves.
Yeah, sans gloves, and you were feeling it. What we see out there on the satellite and radar picture right now is basically dry conditions. No real issues out there. Temperature-wise, there's the problem. It's 15 at Midway, 12 O'Hare, 10 Aurora, 8 DeKalb, and it just feels even colder than that. It feels like 7 below in DeKalb, 8 below for McHenry, 1 below for O'Hare, and about 3 degrees at Midway. Satellite and radar showing dry conditions. Few flurries out there, potentially through the day today, but it's really the eastern shore of the lake that's going to get pounded by very, very heavy snow as it really just runs over the warmer waters of the lake, and then could be talking about feet of snow by the end of the week from South Bend stretching all the way up the eastern shore of the lake. And it's really that bitterly cold air that's coming in for us. We may have a little bit of snow, but nothing monumental. What I see for us, though, is just this intense blast of cold. Our wind chill today will range really anywhere from about 10 to 0 during the course of the day today, and then overnight will drop off to maybe 10 below or so, which it'll stay for a good portion of the day tomorrow. Wind chills will be very low, partly sunny skies out there and some snow showers. Again, 22 for the high temperature today. Into tomorrow, 20 degrees. I think we're going to see some sunshine out there tomorrow, but it's going to be even colder. Flurries back in the forecast on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you're in the 20s, and then we go 30s and 40s for the weekend.
Okay, well, we got lots of incidents out here on the road, so I am going to have to take a choice of what incidents we look at today. 8094 still good. As we look at our Illinois map, we've got lots of accidents. We're going to choose this one on 47th and Cicero to begin with. So just south of the Stevenson there, we have an incident. And then we also have another crash here on the northbound side of the Tri-State at Grand. One lane blocked here, but lots of backups on the Tri-State as a result of that accident. Jeanette's in Chopper 2 giving us a look at what's going on from her view. The sun is coming up. We got a brighter picture of all of these delays as we head on 88 at Route 83. You can see there eastbound traffic moving slowly, lots and lots of brake lights. That's the amount of brake lights we need in order to have big delays, which we're seeing right there. So for your drive times, we're going to come back here and go to our map and take a look at what's going on the Edens. That's a 23-minute inbound trip. But look at what's happening on the Kennedy. 1 hour and 20 minutes as you head to O'Hare on the Kennedy outbound. We're doing okay at 44 minutes inbound on the Ike as it is building, and 18 minutes each on the Bishop Ford and Tuskegee Airman Trail. Back to you guys.
Derek, thank you. Signs of rebirth in Washington, Illinois, 1 year after the deadly tornado touched down. Since then, the city's issued 813 permits to rebuild. The total cost more than $123 million.
You know, minutes after seeing the destruction on TV, Megan and I hopped in a minivan and we drove down to Washington. And in the rubble, I met Dolores Steffen, who lost nearly everything. She's on the phone with us now. Dolores, good morning to you. You know, you have come a long way in this past year. How would you describe what you've been through?
Well, it's been through a lot. Over 9 months. We were without a house, and my son and his family, you know, kept my other son and myself there, but it wasn't like your own home. And boy, when we moved into our new home, it was just wonderful. And we're doing real good. Been here a couple months, and nothing like having your own home. When you've been through all this, and you learn a lot from it.
Dolores, do you have any special plans to mark the 1 year anniversary today?
You know, I'm a very busy person. I'm 79 years old, and I keep busy all the time. And that's what brought me through all of this, because I came to Washington every day from East Peoria. And today is a busy day. I'm going to different things. Tonight I'm going over to the high school. They're having a get-together of all the tornado victims.
We're looking at a picture of your newly built home here, Dolores, and you said you moved in just about 3 months ago. We know you got a busy day today. How would you describe the resolve of that community that you call home?
Oh, it was wonderful. My family, all the volunteers were just awesome. Just everybody came out to help, and we're so good. Just wonderful.
Yeah, Dolores, we have said it before, and we will say it again. Sometimes it's the worst of circumstances that bring out the best in people.
Isn't that that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, thank you again for taking the time this morning, Dolores. We've been praying for you for the past 12 months, and we'll continue to do that for your community. Thank you again.
It's been a very special morning for me to just hear your stories and of course, the people in Washington. And I was touched by Susanna's story, too, with the man who decided to rebuild his house on the foundation where it was,
Sure.
1 year ago.
That's what Dolores did. That's the same spot.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's your land. Might as well put your house right back on what you own, I suppose. But, I mean, what we saw, I cannot even express to you, Aaron. So you just take a look at just kind of what we saw when we got there last year.
This is the bathroom wall that used to be part of the auto parts store. You can see here there's all kinds of cinder blocks. This is part of a
Yeah, I mean, and it was just, there was a toilet you see the toilet?
Yeah.
Hanging there, and water was running, and just nothing was left other than one lone wall, which was a cinder block wall, which held up that bathroom there. But, hearing Dolores's voice this morning makes me smile, because that's the sort of person who lives in Washington, just a good Midwestern values sort of community. And so what did they do? They did what good Midwesterners do. They picked it back up and they rebuilt.
So that's the same store today?
Yeah, that's right. That's what it looks like now. Full of stock and supplies, and they got it open again in May. So it did not even take that long to get this back up and running, but they said it was really just a very proud moment in the community, because it had obviously been the scene of many a live shot. So that's what the world saw.
Yeah, you're right.
When they saw Washington.
Yep, and Dolores' home is literally a block away from that store. Wow. Thank you, Megan. Got some big news to report this morning from Rome. The Pontiff has announced that he plans to attend the World Meeting of Families in Philadelphia next September. Details of the visit still aren't finalized. More than 1 million people, though, are expected. Sorting through heirlooms lost during last year's deadly tornadoes.
Where those items are being stored and what still hasn't been claimed.
This portion of CBS 2 News is sponsored by Walter E. Smith.
Now's your chance to get hot new furniture. We're stacking them high and selling them cheap. They're going fast, so get them while they last.
It's the In Your Home for the Holidays sale at Walter E. Smith. Every item in every store is up to 90% off and available for immediate delivery. Plus, take an additional 20% discount.
You better get in now. The hot buys are going fast. Hurry. Real good.
Oh, that pie. Be sure to sugar dust.
At Meijer, we've got everything you need for the perfect Thanksgiving dinner.
Over here, yes.
All at low Meijer prices.
Oh, they're here.
And that's better for everyone. Because when your money goes a little further, so can you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
Come on in.
Sleepy's Black Friday deals have arrived. Get half off nearly every mattress in the store. Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, and more. Get our lowest price ever on mattress sets starting at $79 each piece. Save up to $800 on select adjustable sets, with up to $500 off Tempur-Pedic. Get a free box spring with select models, and free delivery on everything above $599.99. Hurry in now for Sleepy's Black Friday deals. Sleepy's, the only mattress professionals.
Discover the new spirit of Cadillac and the best offers of the season. Lease this 2014 Standard Collection CTS for around $409 a month.
Welcome back. Grab a blanket, curl up on the couch for an all-new night of CBS 2 in primetime. Starts at 7 with Two Broke Girls and The Millers at 7:30. At 8, it's Scorpion, followed by NCIS Los Angeles at 9. Then stay tuned for your latest news and weather headlines on the CBS 2 News at 10.
We go through and take that information, take a picture of it, log it with that item number, and we're posting that information online.
Digging through debris in the days following the tornadoes, survivors searched through photos and letters and cards, irreplaceable items. Some of them were found 100 miles away. So Facebook quickly became a lost and found of sorts.
And now, 1 year later, the city of Washington's library still has tens of thousands of items still unclaimed. That's where CBS 2's Susanna Song joins us live. Good morning, Susanna.
Hey, thousands of items lost in tornado are here at the library. They've been photographed and they've been cataloged in all of these binders. They've also been posted on the internet, so anyone who's looking for items can find them. Joining me now is Laura Ruff. She's the #1 volunteer here doing all that work. How hard is it to match these items, like these dresses, with their owners?
Facebook has made it actually very easy. Social media has been a huge portion of making this happen. Thankfully, the Chicagoland area was sending those items down here. We were able to catalog them and take great care of them. And we're just waiting for the people to get the time to go through those albums.
And how many of these items have been matched with their owners?
We're estimating about 50% of the items have gone home. So we still have several items here, but we have faith and hope that we get to 100%.
All right, we're hoping for that too. Thank you so much, Lord. Thank you for all the work you're doing here. Chris and Aaron, back to you.
Happening today in Washington, students in Washington will be wearing orange and black as they head back to school. That's the official colors of the high school there. At 10:45 this morning, a prayer service and a moment of silence for residents. Then tonight at 6, a big remembrance walk.
Former Chicago Mayor Jane Byrne will be laid to rest today. Byrne, the city's first and only female mayor, died Friday in hospice care. She was 81 years old. There is a visitation at St. Vincent de Paul Church at 9 this morning, followed by Mass at 11.
A special ceremony to welcome Archbishop Blaise Supich will take place tonight at 7. It's called the Rite of Reception. Will take place at Holy Name Cathedral. The retiring Cardinal Francis George will preside over that service.
A live look from Chopper 2 HD this morning. Trust us. Looks warmer than it feels out there, and it still looks very cold. Temps in the teens right now, and brace yourselves because it's only going to get colder.
Trust us, she
right?
says. Trust us.
Yeah, it's not pretty. And it feels even worse. Yeah. But at least we don't have feet of snow to look at.
At least, yeah.
Which is the case, really not all that far away from us. The eastern shore of Lake Michigan. We're from South Bend, kind of all the way up, and then pretty much all the eastern shores of all the Great Lakes could see snow in the feet this week. We will have a few snow showers today, but really no accumulation likely. It's just windy and very cold, low wind chills, and actual highs in the 20s next 2 days.
And run and get in the car now. If the outbound Kennedy is part of your commute, it is 1 hour and 20 minutes between downtown and O'Hare. That number has just continually been climbing. We're 42 inbound on the Eisenhower, and from down south on Tuskegee Airman Trail, it's 18 minutes inbound.
1 year ago today, Megan,
Yeah.
we were down there and we saw people whose lives were turned upside down.
Completely changed.
And when you hear from Dolores this morning, makes you think, man, you can get through it.
Yeah, what
You know?
doesn't kill you makes you stronger,
That's
right?
it. That's it. That Washington Strong community will, of course, have more team coverage tonight at 5, 6, and 10. And if you're heading out in the car, make sure you tune to WBBM News Radio now at 105.9 FM.
Our next update is at 7:26. Have a great Monday.
Good morning. It is Monday.